First, it was just monitoring who they were texting. Then it was keeping an eye on their social media feeds. And now we have entered the era of the AI chatbot. Meta, the parent company of Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger, is well aware of the anxiety this causes for many families. They have just announced a significant update to their parental supervision tools that aims to strike a delicate balance between teenage privacy and parental peace of mind. The headline feature here is that Meta will now allow parents to see the specific topics their teenagers are discussing with Meta's AI assistant. Now, before you imagine a full transcript of every joke or secret shared with the bot, it is important to clarify that parents will not see the actual messages. Instead, the system uses AI to categorize the conversation and provides parents with a high-level summary of the themes. Think of it less like reading their diary and more like looking at the table of contents of the book they're writing. This is a major step in Meta's broader rollout of what they call teen accounts. If you've been following the news lately, you know that social media companies are under intense pressure from regulators and the public to make their platforms safer for minors. By default, Meta has started moving millions of teen users into these specialized accounts, which come with built-in protections like private profiles and strict messaging limits. Adding AI supervision to this suite of tools is Meta's way of acknowledging that AI is no longer a niche feature. It is becoming a core part of how young people interact with technology. So, how does this actually look in practice? When a parent accesses the supervision dashboard, they will see a list of topics. These might include things like school and education, gaming, or hobbies. If a teen is using the AI to help with a biology essay or to find the best gear for a character in a video game, the parent will see those general categories. On the screen, you would see a clean interface showing a timeline of activity, letting the parent know their child interacted with the AI 3 times today, focusing on creative writing and travel. Now, you might be asking yourself, why doesn't Meta just let me see the whole chat? This is where the debate over digital parenting gets complicated. Meta is trying to walk a very thin line. Teenagers, by nature, require a certain level of autonomy and privacy to develop. If they know their parents are reading every single word, they might stop using the tool for helpful things like asking sensitive health questions or practicing social interactions. By providing the topic rather than the transcript, Meta is trying to give parents enough information to spot a red flag without making the teenager feel like they are living in a digital panopticon. Of course, this raises the question of whether this is enough. Some privacy advocates argue that even reporting the topics could discourage teens from being open with the AI. On the other hand, some parent advocacy groups believe that since the AI is an unproven and sometimes unpredictable technology, full transparency is the only way to ensure safety. It is a classic middle ground solution that will likely leave both sides with more questions. If you're finding this breakdown helpful and want to stay informed on how these tech giants are reshaping our digital lives, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue to bring you these deep dives into the technology that matters to your family. Beyond just topic tracking, Meta is also making it easier for parents to see the settings their teens have enabled. Parents can see who can message their child and what kind of filters are in place. If a teen tries to change these safety settings, the parent will receive a notification and can choose to block the change. It's part of a trust but verify model. It gives the teen the ability to explore the digital world, but keeps the parent in the loop so they can step in if things go off the rails. We should also talk about the why behind this timing. This isn't happening in a vacuum. Legislators around the world, specifically in the United States and the European Union, are looking at bills like the Kids Online Safety Act, or KOSA. These laws would require platforms to exercise a duty of care to minors to prevent harm to minors. By rolling out these features now, Meta is trying to stay ahead of the curve and prove that they can regulate themselves before the government forces their hand with even stricter requirements. There's also the data aspect to consider. When an AI summarizes a conversation for a parent, that summary itself is a piece of data. Meta has stated that these tools are designed with safety in mind, but as we have seen with almost every major tech release, there are always potential vulnerabilities. Will the AI always get the category right? Could a teen trick the AI into categorizing a conversation about something risky as a conversation about homework? These are the types of technical hurdles that Meta's engineers are likely still working to perfect. For parents who want to enable this, the process is designed to be collaborative. You can't just secretly spy on the account. The teen has to be involved in the setup process, or at the very least they are notified when supervision is active. This transparency is key because it encourages families to actually talk about these things. Instead of a parent demanding to see a phone, the notification can serve as a conversation starter. Hey, I saw you were asking the AI about college applications. How is that going? As we look towards the future, it's clear that AI assistants are going to be as common as search engines. They will be tutors, therapists, and entertainers for the next generation. Meta's move to include parents in that loop is a recognition that while technology changes, the fundamental responsibility of parenting does not. It's about finding the right balance between protection and independence. In conclusion, Meta's new AI supervision tools represent a significant shift in how we think about social media safety. By focusing on topics rather than text, they're attempting to solve the privacy-safety paradox. Whether this will satisfy regulators or effectively protect teens remains to be seen, but it's a clear sign that the era of unsupervised AI for minors is coming to an end. Keep an eye on your settings, talk to your kids about how they're using these tools, and stay tuned as this technology continues to evolve. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.